Los Angeles schools closed as strike begins, negotiations at a standstill. The massive Los Angeles Unified School District is closed Tuesday, and maybe Wednesday and Thursday, too, because of a planned strike by tens of thousands of school employees and teachers. All schools across LAUSD will be closed tomorrow, Superintendent Alberto Carvalho, leader of the nation's second-largest school district, said at a Monday afternoon news conference. Tomorrow will be a difficult day. Carvalho, who oversees about more than 1,000 schools, expressed frustration with the union representing workers including bus drivers, custodians, cafeteria workers, campus security and teaching assistants. School workers in the nation's second-largest district go on strike, shutting down schools. Here's what they want. Onion representing 30,000 Los Angeles school custodians, cafeteria workers, bus drivers and other support staff has started a 3-day strike with support from the district's teachers, effectively stopping classes for more than 500,000 students in the nation's second-largest school system. Members of Service Employees International Union Local 99 marched in the cold, pre-dawn rain Tuesday, carrying signs reading, "I voted to strike for quality schools, better lives." And, "We keep schools safe, respect us." The union wants equitable wage increases, more full-time work, respectful treatment, and increased staffing levels for improved student services, it said. Workers' average salary is $25,000 a year, and most work part-time, which has led to staffing shortages, the union said. Thousands of Los Angeles Unified School District workers will end their 3-day strike on Thursday after no significant progress was announced on day 2 of the walkout. No contract settlement was announced, though talks were again taking place between the district and union, facilitated by Mayor Karen Bass. Some 30,000 members of the Service Employees International Union Local 99 walked off the job Tuesday morning, bringing the nation's second-largest school district to a halt. SEIU members will conclude their walkout Thursday and return to work on Friday, the union said in a statement. The strike will conclude Thursday after a boisterous rally at Los Angeles State Historic Park where thousands of workers will issue their strong, unified call for LAUSD to bargain fairly, a statement from the union said. SEIU Local 99 school workers plan to return to schools Friday, March 24, the statement added. LAUSD confirmed schools will be closed Thursday. The end of the 3-day walkout will enable students to return to classes. Negotiations will continue, with Bass's office saying the mayor will continue to work privately with all parties to reach an agreement to reopen the schools and guarantee fair treatment of all LAUSD workers. Parents have been left scrambling to find care and meals for their children, while thousands of school workers walked picket lines and held rallies around the district. Wednesday marked the second straight day of shuttered schools for about 420,000 students. Rallies and pickets were held Wednesday in the San Fernando Valley, as workers demanded raises to help them keep up with the high cost of living in Los Angeles. The SEIU is looking for a total 30% raise over the multi-year contract, while the district's latest offer is 23%. Union leaders say their average workers, many of them part-time, make about $25,000 a year and work an average of 5.5 hours a day. An ABC7 analysis of district data indicates those workers average about $16.91 in entry-level positions and $23.85 at the higher-level jobs. Their last raise was $1 per hour in 2019. Since then, the cost of living has shot up about 16% in the Los Angeles area. Members of the teachers' union, United Teachers Los Angeles, are still in active contract talks with the district, but decided to honor the picket lines of their SEIU colleagues. "I want the school district to understand this, we are not just bodies in the classroom," said Jennifer Torres, a LAUSD employee and parent. "You can't easily replace the experience we have and the support we give the students. Respect us." LAUSD Superintendent Alberto Carvalho has been calling for the SEIU to return to the bargaining table. Carvalho issued a statement Tuesday saying he and the district remain prepared to return to negotiations at any time, so we can provide an equitable contract to our hardworking employees and get our students back in classrooms. I understand our employees' frustration that has been brewing, not just for a couple of years, but probably for decades, he said. And it is on the basis of recognizing historic inequities that we have put on the table a historic proposal. This offer addresses the needs and concerns from the union, while also remaining fiscally responsible and keeping the district in a financially stable position. According to the district, the LAUSD last week made an offer that included a 5% wage increase retroactive to July 2021, another 5% increase retroactive to July 2022, and another 5% increase effective July 2023, along with a 4% bonus in 2022-23 and a 5% bonus in 2023-24. On Monday, Carvalho said the district sweetened the offer to an overall 23% salary increase, along with a 3% cash-in-hand bonus. The union, however, has been pushing for a 30% pay raise, with an additional boost for the lowest-paid workers. Custodian Jose Tovar said his wages keep him beneath the poverty line. "We're not asking for the world but just to live above water," Tovar told media. The district was shut down by a 6-day strike in 2019, when the teachers' union demanded smaller class sizes, more school staffing and higher wages. It followed a wave of strikes across the country, spurred by dismal school conditions and teachers working several jobs to pay their bills. Now in Los Angeles, the strike is impacting students and families. Parent Jenna Schwartz understands the union's decision, she said. "We have some of our most underpaid workers doing some of the most challenging jobs on our campuses," she told media. "They've been negotiating for years, to no avail. But parent Mike Bernstein worries about the effects on his children," he said. "Ultimately, I feel that they are probably being left behind in a battle between adults," he told KABC. Los Angeles Unified School District Teachers and Service Employees International Union 99 members strike Tuesday in heavy rain in Los Angeles, Damian DeVarganis, AP. The demands and the offers. The strike comes after nearly a year of unsuccessful negotiations with the Los Angeles Unified School District. Superintendent Alberto Carvalho on Monday said classes would be canceled starting Tuesday after last-minute negotiations, which included new raise offers, failed. Members of the Los Angeles Schools Support Workers Union said they want a 30% pay raise plus an additional $2 an hour over next 4 years. Increased employment hours for part-time workers. The latest offers announced by the Los Angeles School District on Monday included a 23% recurring pay increase plus a 3% cash-in-hand bonus, a $20 an hour minimum wage, full health care benefits for those working at least 4 hours a day. United Teachers Los Angeles, a union representing about 30,000 teachers, is participating in a solidarity strike this week and joining the Support Workers Union rallies, it said. "Workers struggle to feed our own children." Union members say they understand the challenges families face when schools shut down for strikes. "Many of the workers are school district parents, too. But we need to make a living wage," union member. "We live in this weird paradox as workers that help feed children and yet we struggle to feed our own children," he said. "We help students go to college, yet we don't have enough money to send our kids to college." Max Arias, executive director of the local School Support Workers Union, hopes the strike will help mitigate the daily struggles endured by workers and students, he said. As LAUSD parents and workers, SEIU Local 99 members know a strike will be a sacrifice, but the school district has pushed workers to take this action, the union leader said in a statement. "Families have been sacrificing for far too long on poverty wages. Students have been sacrificing for too long in school environments that are not clean, safe or supportive for all." Rachel Wagner, whose 9-year-old son goes to school in Encino, said better pay for the supporting employees would prevent turnover and staff shortages. And at the end of the day, their working conditions are our child's learning conditions, Wagner said. The district will offer families help by opening 24 grab-and-go food sites and having 154 schools provide student supervision. Another 120 city-run sites at libraries, recreation centers and other locations will help supervise children, Carvalho said. The Los Angeles Zoo is also offering free admission for students due to the closures. And its all-day zoo camp program for students in kindergarten through 5th grade added 2 free, extended care hours per day. We should not be depriving our students, superintendent says. The school district has tried to negotiate in good faith, said Carvalho, the superintendent. Under California law, we cannot drive the school system into a bankruptcy position. We cannot drive the school system into a red position. And if we were to acquiesce to all the demands, that is exactly where we would be. That is not legally allowable, Carvalho told us press. We are eagerly awaiting on a counter-proposal and we are ready to put another compelling offer on the table to continue the dialogue. If the 3-day strike continues as planned, it would be virtually impossible to keep schools open in the district of more than 500,000 students. We should not be depriving our students of an opportunity to learn, Carvalho told us press. But the head of the Education Workers Union said the strike might be the only way to force change. If the district doesn't realize that our members are valuable, once they stop working, then nothing's really gonna change, Arias said. Ultimately, what we're seeking is improving the schools, equity in schools. That's what we're seeking. Us Press's Nicole Norman, Nick Watt, Taylor Ramini, Camilla Bernal and Sarah Moon contributed to this report. The union said talks with the school district broke down Monday and the strike will begin at 4:30 a.m. Tuesday, March 21st and continue through Thursday, March 23rd. But Carvalho said there were no talks. I made myself available alongside my team for hours today, hoping that we would, in fact, be able to have a conversation for a whole host of reasons, some of which I do not understand, he said. We were never in the same room, or even in the same building. The district's 35,000 teachers have said they will strike in solidarity with their colleagues, leaving the district little choice but to close schools. The school district is the second largest in the nation. Carvalho, who also called the district's teachers and support staff indispensable, pledged to be available throughout the night, into the morning and all day Tuesday to restart talks and potentially cut the 3-day disruption short. My appeal is that as we go into tomorrow, despite the event that will take place tomorrow, that our partners decide to come into the room where we can, in fact, hash out an agreement, a solution, that will narrow the bandwidth of this strike, he said. For me, Carvalho said later, one day out of school is one day too many. What do the school employees want? SEIU Local 99, which represents about 30,000 school employees, wants the district to tap into its billions in reserves to provide a 30% raise and $2 per hour equity wage increase. We understand the frustration, said Carvalho, who has been in charge of Los Angeles Unified for a little more than a year, a frustration that has been brewing not just for a couple of years, probably for decades, and it is on the basis of recognizing historic inequities. But he said the district has made a generous and historic proposal, even if it's not as much as what the union demands. The district has put a 23% recurring raise and a 3% cash bonus on the table, in recognition of the contributions of our support personnel. The union expressed its own frustration with the school district, however, claiming LAUSD compromised confidentiality about the negotiations. What can students do while schools are closed? Students can log in to Schoology to access activities and resources. Students may also request printed activities and resources from their schools, the district said. A limited number of schools will be open to supervise students, but Carvalho urged parents to identify 2 or 3 nearby school sites that plan to be open to watch kids, given that principals may have to turn some of them away if too many students are already present. I do expect for some issues to occur, he said. In addition, a number of Los Angeles parks will also offer supervision, the school district website says. And the City of Los Angeles Parks Department will offer special programs at some of its rec centers. The Los Angeles Zoo will be free for students and $5 for adult chaperones. What about kids who count on school meals to eat? The school district has set up sites where parents can pick up meals for students, enough for all 3 days schools are closed. How long will the strike last? The district said the strike is limited to 3 days, so classes would resume no later than Friday. Please subscribe for more.